Hey everybody, welcome back to Backlog Banter. I'm your boy Abram, joined as usual by Tucker Hazel. And we are here today, Tucker, to talk about Mario Kart 9. But before we get into it, if you want to talk with us, you, the audience member, join our Discord. The
We
link
want
as
you.
usual. We want you. We want you to talk to us about Mario Kart in the Discord server, link in the description. Also down there, subscribe, like, ring the bell. It's unimportant compared to the Discord. Join the Discord.
Yes.
But Tucker, today I want to talk about Mario Kart 9, and I want to preface this by saying I don't care about Mario Kart Tour being a mainline game. I
Mhm.
don't care about Home Circuit being whatever it is. We're calling it Mario Kart 9 because that's what it's referred to culturally. I
Yes.
understand that it's either Mario Kart 10 or Mario Kart 11. We don't need to haggle over the details right now.
Sure.
Tucker, what we're talking about in essence is the fact that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is now the best-selling racing game of all
Of
time.
all time. Holy
It's
shit.
it's consistently charting on the NPD top 10 best-selling games of the month list, month over month. And people are saying that there's not going to be a Mario Kart 9 on Switch because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is selling so well, so consistently that there's
Yep.
no reason to make one.
Mhm.
This is the first time, Tucker, that I've ever seen the community say that a game is not going to get made because the previous entry was too successful.
Yeah. It's very interesting to me. I sort of woke up to this one day when I was scrolling around your Twitter. I sometimes I go over to your Twitter. I'm like, the fuck has he been up to? I just like check what you do.
Sure.
Usually not very much, but sometimes there's a gem in there. Sometimes there's a little bit of diamond in the poop. And I pick it out and I'm like, oh. And I click in the comments and I see people just tearing you to shreds because they just are
Sure.
so there's a very big divide here on people who are very seriously thinking that no, there's not going to be a Mario Kart 9 on the Switch because,
Yeah.
well, if this is doing so well, why would they cannibalize the sales? Which is not an entirely unreasonable standpoint to come from, but it also ignores sales of products and sequels to said things, which is why you have such a passionate energy behind you.
Tucker, I think that this is a terrible argument. And I
Yeah.
and I like to be very charitable to other people's arguments as I've gotten older and more wiser and more considered.
Doesn't show, let me tell you.
But I really think that this is a bad argument because it operates purely in the context of a constructed worldview that ignores the rest of the industry.
Yeah.
You look at a series like Call of Duty, Tucker, which is annualized, and
Mhm.
every one of those annualized entries is one of the top 3 best-selling games of the year.
Yes.
And we are talking about dozens of millions of copies sold.
Yeah. And dozens of games in the franchise
Yes, and
over a comparatively shorter time period than
right.
Mario Kart. Yeah.
You look at Pokemon, Tucker.
Mhm.
Pokemon releases several generations on a single piece of hardware, and they sell at a commensurate level.
Yeah.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Mario Kart 9 does cannibalize the sales of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Or because of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart 9 sells less.
Mhm.
Let's say, Tucker, that Mario Kart 9 sells 2/3 as much as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah. It's still one of the
That
best-selling
is
video games of all time at that point.
that is demonstrably and unequivocally more successful than 95% of games that the industry releases, period.
Ever in the history of the
Ever.
medium. Yeah.
Ever. 20 million copies sold on a Mario Kart 9 is fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I think that that's even short-sighted because you got to think about the fact that this is a port, right?
Yeah.
There's 80 million or so, 85, let's call it 90 million Switches in the wild right now.
Sure. Yeah.
One out of every two and a
I'm
half.
derobing for this.
Oh, good. Let's say 1 in every 3 people owns Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
2 out of every 3 don't. And those sales are going to start to not plateau, but that exponential curve is going to start to get lower.
Of course.
There's a lot of people who don't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that aren't going to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But maybe they would buy a brand new Mario Kart 9. So you're going to be speaking to all of those people. And then you're going to be speaking to the Nintendo fans who bought 8 Deluxe but are also going to buy 9.
Yeah.
And then you speak to the casual people who just fucking love Mario Kart, who are going to buy a new Mario Kart because there's a new Mario Kart to buy. And they're not going to be thinking, oh, well, we already have one. And especially not if Nintendo pivots in the direction that the series is clearly going to being about all of Nintendo's franchises.
Yeah.
I think it's a very short-sighted way to view the success of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to say that it's going to in any way be anything other than a net positive for a potential Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to think that I'm very clearly on your side for this.
Yeah.
I'm not as vehemently passionate about this, but I
Yeah.
do agree. I would love to have someone in a discussion about this where that does believe on the other side, because I do think that the points you're making are, I mean, that just makes sense. Who does Mario Kart 9, even with the success of 8 Deluxe, who does that not speak to? There are very few Mario Kart fans who love the series that wouldn't buy any new entry. I mean, of
Right.
course, we've got these weird half spin-off games that have released recently, but that also means that the Mario Kart brand is more uh, ubiquitous than ever. We
Right.
usually got one game a console generation for most generations that Nintendo had, and now we have a mobile game, we have an AR game, we have a port of the older game, and
Right.
something new would kind of just pull all those fan bases into one central thing. And I do think that it would be one of the best selling video games that was ever released.
Yes.
So I don't see why you wouldn't, as Nintendo, why you wouldn't, because also I think if they put out a Mario Kart 9, you slash the part of 8 Deluxe a little bit, and 8
Right.
Deluxe still sells incredibly well. The people who are like, okay, I want Mario Kart, but not the full priced one. I don't know, I don't need the new one. I'll get the other one. There's options now.
Right. And Tucker, we're only beginning
Okay.
because
Oh, all right.
we're only beginning. There's a lot to discuss, and this is a point that was raised by one of my friends on Twitter, which I didn't even consider. Mario Kart has been in part a one entry per generation
Yes.
series because Nintendo used to be split across a handheld and a home console system.
Sure.
During Nintendo's sixth generation, their seventh generation, you got two Mario Karts. You
Yeah,
got
it's
you
true.
got your Super Circuit against your Double Dash. You got your Wii and your DS. You got your 7 and your 8, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But now all of that energy is converged on the Switch.
Hmm.
So what happened to the other team that used to make the handheld Mario Kart game?
Yeah.
Hell, Tucker, what happened to the
Oh,
main
you
team?
cursed.
What happened to the main team that made Mario Kart 8? Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe received next to no post-launch support.
Yeah.
This would be a different conversation if Mario Kart 8 Deluxe received continual updates,
True.
but it didn't.
Hmm.
You look at a game like Splatoon 2 is getting a sequel in Splatoon 3 when Nintendo could have probably very easily made the decision to continue post-launch support for Splatoon 2, but they didn't.
I have a comment on this actually, and
Yeah.
and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I read this online. I'm like, holy shit. People are saying there's not going to be a Mario Kart 9 because of, we just talked
Yeah.
about all of that. The Splatoon franchise was announced and
Yes.
has 3 entries now
Yes.
since 8 released.
Yes.
That is wild. And of course, all the Splatoon games, one and 2, have done incredibly well, increasingly well. And 3 is still going to sell very well. Of course, online game, they update it, but I don't see the difference in successful franchise growing. Get a new entry out there.
I don't see the difference either, especially because Splatoon 2 sold so much better than Splatoon 1,
Yes.
and 3 is capitalizing on that sales momentum.
Mm-hmm.
But Tucker, it runs deeper than that.
Oh shit. Okay, there's another layer. It's like an ogre.
there is a Switch Pro coming at some point.
Yeah.
That Switch Pro is going to need a compelling exclusive to move it.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo has a lot of IP, but Nintendo has very few IP that sell at a scale that moves hardware.
Yeah.
Those have basically all released.
Yeah.
Your 3D Mario, your 3D Zelda, your Smash Brothers, your Mario Kart. These things have released, right?
Mm-hmm.
Breath of the Wild 2 is getting its sequel. Mario got continued on with 3D World and Bowser's Fury, and surely we're going to get another 3D Mario on Switch.
Yes.
Smash is evergreen. Smash is going and it's going to continue to go. Maybe we'll get an ultimate edition of Ultimate. But the
They
last
just make Ultimate a little bit bigger on the logo. Guys, it's really Ultimate this time.
the last one there, Tucker, is Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart is Nintendo's Silver Bullet. That is their most popular franchise. And it does not have an original entry on Switch. There's an original Zelda that's getting a sequel. There's an original Splatoon getting a sequel, you know? Mario Kart didn't get an original game, and there has not been an original core Mario Kart game, Tucker. Check your clocks and watches in 7 years.
Yeah.
That team is working on something.
Yeah.
There is so much information here that points to a Mario Kart 9 being on Switch. And I got this hat off of Etsy. It's a Vaporwave Nintendo 64 hat. It's one of my favorite pieces of clothing I own. I will eat my hat if Mario Kart 9 does not release on Nintendo Switch.
So you've probably got a 4-year time span to learn how to eat a hat there. If, and of course that's an if, the game does not release within the next year, 2 years.
Yes. Tucker, I want to be a bigger boy than that.
Okay.
Mario Kart 9 is going to release when the Switch Pro releases. So if the Switch Pro releases in 2021, Mario Kart 9 is launching this year.
That would certainly be, and we actually talked about this. We did a Switch Pro video, if I remember, card in the corner. We kind of came up with the idea that if a Switch Pro is releasing this holiday season, a Mario Kart 9 is a perfect thing to launch it with for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Of course, because we've talked about there's not been a original Mario Kart on Switch, but because that kind of big IP leading directly into a huge Pokemon game and a huge Zelda game is the momentum of a holy trinity of console moving games that any console has ever launched with. And I don't think Nintendo would miss out on that opportunity.
Also, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a beautiful game. It is stunningly beautiful.
I was playing it the other day with a couple of my friends. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this game still looks incredible to say.
Right. So then, Tucker, you take a Mario Kart 9 and you put it on Switch Pro, make it even more beautiful, but still easily able to run on a base Switch unit, you know?
Yeah.
It's the perfect game to launch an iterative piece of hardware with. There's one other thing, because I've been trying to rack my brain because there's so much that completely derails the Mario Kart 9's not releasing on Switch argument.
Yeah.
Are you familiar, Tucker, with video games?
Yeah, I think so.
People say that Mario Kart is a one game per system type of franchise. We tackled it from the perspective already of, you know, there being two teams that were making separate Mario Kart games for handheld and console, that they can converge. But also, Tucker, we're in a very strange time where Splatoon gets 2 games on one system, where we get a gallon of ports, which we've really never gotten at this volume on a Nintendo system before. We don't truly know what that means. We know that Nintendo is fine releasing a Hyrule Warriors port and a new Hyrule Warriors game.
Yeah.
We know they're fine having a port of a Mario game and a new 3D Mario game. We know that they're fine releasing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe in January 2019 and in Super Mario Maker 2 in June of 2019. There's just no reason to believe in this precedent. There's never been any reason to believe that Nintendo has a precedent for when they release games. They released 2 Metroid games in the same fucking day in 2002.
Yeah, I saw you use that comparison there.
There is just, I'm getting hoarse. My throat is getting dry. Because, Tucker, there's no reason outside of a backwards logic about how game sales contribute to new titles.
Yeah.
And a false sense of precedent that Nintendo has set for very clear reasons that are no longer applicable. There's no reason to believe this argument. Mario Kart 9 is a Switch game, and it's launching either in 2021 or 2022 if that's when Switch Pro releases.
I mean, honestly, I would totally agree. I do totally agree with you on all this. This is another one of those, well, you know, we just have to wait and see. Nintendo, while they have been setting new precedents, they've also been setting new precedents in a not so great direction the last couple years, especially. So who knows? And maybe they are leaning on their laurels a little bit too much with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that means that hey, this is doing well. Let's not release a Mario Kart 9 until we can capitalize in some sort of larger way. But I think that all of the points that you brought up are so salient and logical and reasonable and true that it's coming out. It's going to be great. I mean, I was rewatching the Splatoon 3 reveal trailer the other day and seeing the Inklings like faces and like they've got a whole new sheen to it in the animation quality, and I'm so excited because Splatoon 2 looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see what this team can do and make this game look even better. I think Mario Kart Line 9 is going to look absolutely fantastic when it releases. When we get a trailer.
Especially if it has other Nintendo franchises in it, which also
Or
is
we can talk
something.
about that. Okay.
Well, we can if you want to, but I'm talking specifically to the fucking Mario Kart community on Twitter that
Okay.
says that Mario Kart 9 should not be a crossover game.
Yeah.
That not every franchise needs to be like Smash Brothers when the only franchise like Smash Brothers is Smash Brothers. And the inclusion of non-Nintendo of non-Mario content, Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe, is part of what gave that game a fun identity and a fun
Yeah.
look towards the future, when Mario Kart has been stagnating in terms of its roster and its track design.
Yes, very
because
true.
you can only draw so much blood from that one stone. Mario Kart 9 should be a crossover game.
I completely agree. It always befuddled me to see people say they didn't want that, because really all it does, if you're making a Nintendo cart, let's just call it that. That's what's known as colloquially, the game that doesn't exist, but that we're assuming might at some point. It just allows there to be more diversity in terms of what the locations that you're going on, more pulling in more fans of other franchises to, okay, I want to see how they translated this into carts, into gliders, into characters and skins and maps and music and all of that. It's so exciting to see the possibility of that as they add a Hyrule Castle map, as they add I don't know what the fucking Animal Crossing map is called, but all of that, and even the F-Zero tracks, which were not represented with a character, but there's so much possibility here for what they could do. A Nintendo Kart is just a better sell for most reasons.
The Animal Crossing track, by the way, is called Animal Crossing.
Maybe that's why I couldn't remember.
Yes. No, but I agree with you completely. You're right on the money. And by the way, you want to talk about how you draw in an even bigger audience than 8 Deluxe. There you
Exactly.
go.
Yes, exactly. I think I was insinuating that, but it really is true, is that like, hey, Mario Kart has been stagnating. Okay, we're getting another Mario Kart in the console. Why would you buy it if you already have 8 Deluxe? Well, this one is possibly the most unique Mario Kart that's ever existed. Because it has other franchises in it as its main focus. Okay, assuming that happens, who's not going to want to buy that? That's a sell in its own, on top of the fact that it's Mario Kart. Mario Kart sells very well as a franchise. We're getting it, buddy. We're getting it. I think you're right on this one. You've been wrong before. Plenty of times. God, so many times. But
infamously wrong, actually. In
true.
the legacy of backlog banter, infamously wrong about 3D All Stars. But this one I'm right about. Let's M.
You were right. You were right about Splatoon 3. So you're on a good roll here. We'll see you guys in another video. Bye.
Need water. Tucker, if we market this video correctly, this is going to be the next Mario 35 as a hoax, because I am very strongly opinionated on this topic.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'll be your sounding board.
Okay.
I love it when you sound.